This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This is the original It Is 99X. It's Barnes, it's Leslie, and Fram. There is one thing that this temple of Barnes does not get enough of, and it's called water.
I knew you were going to say that. I have the same problem.
I just struggle to get drawn to it, but maybe if I just had a water sommelier,
it could help.
It would be very different. Well, I happen to have one, and let's bring Martin on. Hey, Martin, how are you?
How are you? Everything good? Feeling not hydrated, obviously, huh? I need to fix that.
I'm not, but is your last name, is it Reese? Because it's spelled R-E-R-I-E-S-E. Is it Reese?
No, we Germans are very efficient, and we using all our letters and in our pronunciation. Like with Porsche, it's Porsche, actually. And it's the same with my last name. It's Reese. It's Risa.
Risa. Okay, Martin.
Yes,
Risa.
here we go.
Martin is a water sommelier, and when I say a famous one, I mean this dude's got documentaries about it. He's with all these rock stars. How do you even end up in this position?
Yeah, I ask me the same question sometimes. So it happened when I was a little child. I was realizing on vacation time with my parents that I liked the differences in tap waters around Europe. And I was fascinated as a child from like 4 or 5 years old that every water tasted differently to me. And then in 2005, a guest came to me, and my background is hospitality industry, and said, "Hey, Martin, you have over 1,000 wines. Why not doing a different water?" Because he didn't like the taste of that particular house water we had. So I created a water menu because it's all about options in the restaurant business. And from there, it grew like this snowball effect. And now I'm sitting here in Los Angeles and drinking water with Hollywood stars. It's kind of hilarious.
So there is such a thing as a water sommelier. That is a real thing?
Yeah, I'm actually certified. In 2010, I was certified by the German Water Trade Association for mineral waters.
At first, when you see it, like I've seen videos of you and people, and you're shaking a wine glass with water in it and smelling it. Like full on. No, which at first I'm like, oh, that's funny, but I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I always just look at it like water. Like I don't look at it and go, oh, I want this water or that water.
Exactly.
Who comes to you? Where do you sommelier? Where do you exercise your skills?
Oh, literally everybody comes to me, and that's the fun part. Nobody's allergic to water on this planet. We all need water. Let's be honest. 2.2 million people here in the United States don't even have running tap water at home. So water is our most important beverage and element on this planet, and I fight for the human right that water should be available for everybody. So it's not about just drinking fancy water with celebrities. It's more about educating the consumer that they don't fall for marketing gimmicks. So my TikToks and Instagrams are literally just about debunking. Like this whole idea of drink alkaline water to balance out your body is completely nonsense. Or your morning coffee is dehydrating. No, actually it adds into the hydration on a daily basis.
We're talking to Martin Riese, a water sommelier.
Reset.
I do have a question.
Porsche, reset.
Here we go.
Come on.
Martin, I do have a question for you because about 10 years ago, I had kidney stones and my doctor said,
okay,
I'm not drinking enough water. I need to drown myself in water. How much water should I be drinking a day?
Look, and that is exactly the point why there is no perfect number. Because, for example, you had kidney stones and your doctor told you you should drink more water. Others maybe will say, oh, you're doing it a little bit too much, because we all know, like, Americans are addicted to bigger things. And this water bottle hype of, like, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I saw, like a 2-gallon water bottle what somebody was carrying in Los Angeles, when I was like, this is crazy. They're like going to the gym with that thing or what. It really depends on you. When you're slightly thirsty, and I cannot stress it enough, slightly thirsty, you should drink water. But when you're not thirsty, you should actually not drink water. Like you can overdo it as well.
Okay, sommelier, water sommelier man, I need to ask you, you're talking about all the fancy waters and some are like marketing hype. Who would be your nemesis water? What's the one you just can't stand it?
I am not a big fan of highly processed purified tap waters, aka when it says on the bottle purified water. Well, that means like sometimes they're charging like really a lot of money for that. Like, let's say the smarter waters, let's say it like that. I don't need to say like which brand that is. I think everybody gets it. So this is nothing else than boiled up tap water. And you're paying like $3 for that? That's just crazy. You can make this at home. And I'm always saying a good water does not mean it has to be expensive. Price does not matter at all by the quality of water. I look for spring waters from Mother Nature, the same with my food. I don't want to eat highly processed food, the same with water. I'm looking for spring or mineral waters where the minerals are combined, electrolytes combined by Mother Nature. And there's great American brands out there for really a good price as well. It doesn't need to be expensive. We don't need to import this all the time to America. They're amazing American brands. Let's drink American. We're in America.
Do you have endorsements? Like, can you say, if I said, what's your emergency water? What's that one you're not going to be caught without? Like, what would it be?
Hey, let's be honest. I have 400 different waters at my place. So I told all my neighbors, like, when we have the big earthquake here in Los Angeles at one point, come over, I have enough water for everybody. I have a whole room filled up with just water.
Wow. So you're going to answer my question? Like, what's your emergency water, your go-to?
I have many different ones. It depends. Like when I eat sushi, I want something in the low minerality. So for example, a Saratoga, I think is a great water from the United States.
Oh my gosh.
And then I want...
You're doing pairings.
Because it's low minerality. Yeah, it's low minerality and then low aromas from the sushi. This perfectly fits. But when I want, for example, like a chicken or something, Mountain Valley Springs, little carbonation to it, great water, nicely minerality. That's great for my chicken. So it depends what I do. It's the same with wine. Wow. Like I don't drink a red wine to sushi. Yeah. And I'm the same with water. And water can actually bring out other flavors. And for people who don't drink, that's actually fun.
Never knew that.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
I am Michael Rosenbaum.
I am Tom Welling.
Welcome to Talkville,
where it's fun to talk about Smallville.
We're going to be talking to sometimes guest stars. Are you liking the direction Lois is going in?
Yeah, because I'm getting more screen time.
That's good. But mostly it's just me and Tom remembering.
I think we all feel like there was a scene missing here.
You got me, Tom.
Let's revisit it. Let's look at it. See what we remember.
See what we remember.
I had never been around anything like that before. I mean, it was so fun.
Talkville. Talkville.
I just had a flashback.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Let's get into it.
So, Martin, let me ask you about stuff like liquid IV, because I was also recommended to do stuff like that if I wasn't drinking enough water, to do like a couple of times a week liquid IV in my water.
So liquid IV is nothing else than electrolyte mix. You can easily do this at home by just adding some sea salt to your water and you're done. It's literally like that. Again, like you don't need to make it expensive. Add some little amount of sea salt to your water and you're good to go. Save your money for other things.
So sea salt, how much do you put in there?
Yeah,
just like a hint. Like you don't want to add too much sea salt because then your overall minerality electrolyte levels are too high and your body cannot process it anymore. That's the reason we should not drink seawater. Like your kidneys, and that's the reason you get kidney stones maybe, because you were extracted too much minerality actually. Okay. Maybe in your diet, maybe you eat too much burgers, something like that. So it's all, again, I'm not a physician and I will never ever, I'm not a TikToker who tells you about health benefits. Because that is crazy that you see Instagrammer and TikTokers who have no clue about your health advising you to your health, and they don't even know what you need or what you don't need. I hate these kind of things.
You're a water sommelier, Martin. And what I want to know is one of the biggest urban legends, maybe you can answer it, maybe not, is that daily to put apple cider vinegar in your water, and it has a bazillion benefits. I'm not asking you to be a doctor, but have you heard that to be true?
I heard it, but I don't do it.
Okay, I do it. I do it. I don't know why I do it. I'm a victim of seeing. What are some of the common misconceptions people have about drinking water quality? Because you hear them all the time, and that's your job.
Yeah, I think the biggest misconception is like what you already asked me, the intake of water, and this idea of 8 glasses per day. What everybody hears is actually a water myth. This idea came from the 40s. They talked about liquid intake. They never talked about water intake in the first place. So liquid intake, 8 glasses, means, for example, again, like your morning coffee adds into the liquid intake. There's 98% water in your coffee. There's more water in your coffee that you can actually pee out afterwards due to the caffeine. Or your butter lettuce, 98% water. You can actually eat water. It doesn't need to be drink all the time. So
eat it?
Again,
like a soup?
Yeah, sure.
Well, there's water in foods.
And
I see what you're saying.
In a banana, in a lettuce, there's everywhere water. So this idea of I need to dump all this water into my body is literally a myth of water companies, I think, created to make more sales. Like, don't listen to all these people.
You talk about coffee giving you water when people say it's the reverse. What about Diet Coke? That has water.
I did a video once because there's vitamin water. And a lot of people ask me, so Martin, can you do a review on vitamin water? You think that's actually a soda. And people are like, what? But it says water. You think, I have no clue why they're even allowed to call it water, because let's be honest, a vitamin water, 120 calories, with a dragon fruit taste or something. It not even looks like water. So when vitamin water is water, then a Diet Coke would be considered sparkling water.
Okay.
Come on. I think
Barnes, you're always trying to justify your Diet Coke.
Martin, I'm just trying to justify my life.
We're just trying to justify it.
Yeah. All right, this is super...
It's fine, and trust me, I drink sometimes a soda too.
Okay.
But that has nothing to do with water.
Well, I'm fascinated.
Now following you.
Yeah.
I'm following you on Instagram. You debunk a lot of stuff.
If you would like to go explore his website, it's Martin-Riese, like Porsche. Riese. Yeah, R-I-E-S-E. Martin-riese.com. Great to meet you, Martin. Thank you very much.
Always here for you. Always here for you.
Thank you. Drink more water. This is the original. This is 99X.
I am Michael Rosenbaum.
I am Tom Welling.
Welcome to Talkville,
where it's fun to talk about Smallville.
We're going to be talking to sometimes guest stars. Are you liking the direction Lois is going in?
Yeah, because I'm getting more screen time.
That's good. But mostly it's just me and Tom remembering.
I think we all feel like there was a scene missing here.
You got me, Tom.
Let's revisit it. Let's look at it. See what we remember.
I had never been around anything like that before. I mean, it was so fun.
Talkville.
I just had a flashback.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Let's get into it.